Avatar is finally here. These cards are very powerful and making waves in a bunch of different formats. But what's our top 10 cards that we suggest that you put in your 99? Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys at Magic. This is Hunter and Steven. Say what up, Steven.
Hello, everybody.
We are back doing another video, this time taking a look at our top 10 in the 99. That's right, we're going through Avatar: The Last Airbender, the brand new set from Magic the Gathering. And we're talking about the cards that we believe should go in your 99 of a commander deck. There are a lot of cards to choose from, so bear with us. This is just our list for the top 10. If you guys agree or disagree, interested to hear your guys' opinions, comment them down below. But hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because we are kicking it off with number 10.
Yeah, and at number 10, I think this is my number one. Bender's Water Skin. 3 mana for an artifact that says untap this artifact during each other player's untap step. And then you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color. I love this card. I pulled only 2 from my cards that I've opened, and I wish I would have gotten one in every single one of my packs. It's fantastic. We compare it to Chromatic Lantern, Commander Sphere, and the brand new hot dog cart. Because that's a card in Magic. But yeah, I mean, I love mana rocks. I think they're fantastic in all my commander decks. Obviously, they help me progress my game. But one that untaps is fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 3 mana rocks are always that kind of catch-22 of, is it good enough to go in your 99? We believe the brand new card here, Bender's Waterskin, does fit that criteria. Obviously, our comps here, Chromatic Lantern and Commander Sphere, are the ones that show up most in commander decks. Hot Dog Cart is just an example of, hey, this is the newest 3 mana rock, not necessarily that good. And it comes in at common too, which so does Bender's Waterskin. Pretty wild if it comes in common. But hey, we're always here looking for new mana rocks. Glad to see them.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody at home should be taking all the hot dog carts out of their decks, because I know everyone put them in because everyone loved Spider-Man, and put the Bender's Waterskin in instead.
Coming in at number 9, we have a new Ascension cycle, but specifically, we loved Firebender Ascension the best. It is 1 and a red for an enchantment that says when this enchantment enters, you create a 2/2 red soldier creature token with Firebending 1. And whenever a creature you control attacking causes a triggered ability of that creature to trigger, put a quest counter on this enchantment. Then, if it has 4 or more quest counters on it, you may copy that ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. So, this is one of those effects that just double attack triggers eventually. And it says that whenever a creature attacks, makes the trigger of itself to trigger, it gets a quest counter, meaning if you have 4 cards on the field that all have attack triggers, this immediately triggers, and you get all those doubled. This card is absolutely fantastic. Some of the comps, obviously, is going to be Ishin and Windcrag Siege. Granted, those cards do say if an attack trigger causes a permanent trigger, triggers twice. Do keep in mind that this only says that the creature itself gets those kind of triggers happening twice, not necessarily like an artifact or enchantment that causes other triggers. So, Firebending Ascension for 2 mana, the upside is insane. Having that 2/2 come down is just added benefit, because that with Firebending 1, you get Firebending 2 when this triggers. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's shocking to me that this card is as cheap as it is. To be honest, I think we're kind of spot on, at least in our opinions, that this is probably the best of the Ascensions, I think. Yeah. It's just kind of crazy because, like, obviously this set was focused on the bending abilities, and fire bending, being able to make that mana is so cool. Now, granted, it's only during combat, but it's not like, you could do stuff during combat. I don't think so, but this is great. Plus, this also gives you a body on the field for 2 mana. So this is a 2 mana card that has a bunch of upside later on, and then also gives you a body that makes you mana. That is wild.
It really is.
Moving on to number 8, Avatar's Wrath. This is 2 and 2 white for a sorcery. It says choose up to 1 target creature, then airbend all other creatures. Until your next turn, your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. Exile Avatar's Wrath. If you don't remember what airbending is, you basically have to pay 2 to cast those cards. So you're kind of bouncing them for a little while, not a long time. But this is so cool. Just telling your opponents that the stuff on their boards they can't cast on their next turn, that's great. And then you can kind of do whatever you want. This card is such a good pseudo board wipe in a weird way. You know, we kind of compared it to, you know, Wrath of God, destroy all creatures, they can't be regenerated, or Granite Magistrate, which would be insane with this card, by the way. Just, this is really good.
It is basically just a taxing Dranith effect because it says anywhere from other their hands. So that means they can't even cast their commander if their commander was still in the command zone. You're really stuttering them to say, hey, I'm bouncing all of your creatures for a turn. You can't cast those creatures anymore. You can only cast things from your hand. It is just brutal to have a full turn cycle of that where you get to do whatever you want. I love that.
Yeah, and it's really good for ETBs too, right? So like if you have any kind of cards that have great ETBs, you're playing this and then you get to recast those cards at a much discounted rate. And it's generic mana. So it just I honestly can't say enough good things about this card.
Yeah, this is a super awesome board wipe. As someone that loves mono white cards, this is going into some of my decks. Coming in at number 7, we're going to put Elemental Teachings. It is 4 and a green for an instant lesson that says search your library for up to 4 land cards with different names and reveal them. An opponent chooses 2 of those cards, put their chosen cards into your graveyard, and the rest on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. This card is absolutely insane when it comes to just land matters decks, but I believe it's still good in any kind of deck because you get to grab 4 of your absolute best lands. 2 of them go straight onto the battlefield. Granted, like I said, it's better in land matters deck where you can just go ahead and grab the ones that went into the grave as well to throw them back, but maybe you're running other things in different kind of combinations where you can get those cards back. Obviously, the comps here is a Gifts Ungiven. It's been that card. We're seeing that more often. And Realms Uncharted is cheaper. It does get you 4 lands, but those lands go in your hand. This one drops them straight onto the battlefield, giving you that instant bonus. I love that.
Yeah, Hunter, I can't agree with you anymore. I mean, instant speed, you know, you're searching for the best 4 lands in your deck, and obviously you're going to not get 2 of them, but you're probably going to get the other 2 regardless, if you know what I mean. You're probably doing some graveyard shenanigans with your lands. This is a all-star in a kind of land deck like that.
Yeah, it helps you mana fix as well. So if you wanted to grab, like, if you're missing a certain color, go ahead and grab 4 shock lands. If you're running a 5-color deck that has that 1 color in it, so you're guaranteed to hit it. There's just a lot of flexibility you can go and get, which is any kind of lands you want.
Moving on to number 6, we have Waterbender's Restoration. This is 2 blue for another instant lesson, which is always fun. As an additional cost to cast the spell Waterbend X, exile X target creatures you control, return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. You don't remember waterbending, you can use your creatures and artifacts to help pay for that generic 1. I love playing blink decks, so this is kind of fun. This is going to go into every single one of them. I love that this is just 2 blue mana and it's got that additional cost. It's not like an X spell, which is a little sad because there are some decks where I would like to be for this to be an X spell, but this is I can't really say anything negative about this one. This one's just insane.
Just the fact that your artifacts and your creatures pay for that X spell, I don't think it matters to have no X spell. You are going to be bouncing everything that you're paying for, right? So any kind of blink deck is going to absolutely love this. Any type of cards that you just want to have another ETB, Waterbending's Restoration is fantastic. Obviously the comps here. Hide on the Ceiling is the last card that we just saw from Spider-Man that we also put in our 99 from the last set. Yeah, I think this card's better. We already got an upgrade. And also Ghostly Flicker, the original kind of blue exile card. I absolutely am in love, once again, with Waterbender's Restoration.
I will say, you know, I do like the comps. Hide on the Ceiling, I feel like might be just a little bit better sometimes, just because obviously it does target your artifacts and your creatures, whereas Waterbender's Restoration only targets your creatures. But I think they're both super, super strong.
Oh, definitely. And why not run both in your deck if you're a Flicker deck?
Absolutely.
Coming in at number 5, we've got Phoenix Fleet Airship. It's 2 and 2 black for a 4/4 artifact vehicle. It's got flying, and it says at the beginning of your end step, if you sacrificed a permanent this turn, you create a token that's a copy of this vehicle. As long as you control 8 or more permanents named Phoenix Fleet Airship, this vehicle is an artifact creature. By the way, it's got a crew cost of just 1. This card is so good. Just any permanent that's sacrificed, this will trigger on your end step. So if you're sacking clues, treasures, any of your tokens, any of your kind of aristocrat strategy, just a bit of an edict strategy, you are making so many Phoenix Fleet airships because they multiply so quickly. They have the exact same text every time you make a copy. This will get you so many 4/4 flyers so quickly. Obviously, the comps here, Scoot Swarm, Scouring Swarm, just this is another swarming effect of just copy, 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 just infinitely multiply. It's so good.
Yeah, it is fantastic. Obviously, we comped it with Scoot Swarm and Scouring Swarm. It is only once a turn cycle, which is a little unfortunate, but you're making a 4/4 flying evasion monster that just cruise for 1. And that to me is the insane part. Like it's great. Plus, I mean, like you're obviously putting this in your sack outlet decks. And Hunter, I think you bring up a really good point. This works really well with clues and treasures and foods. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, any of those kind of decks that you're running, you should probably be running this card because you're gonna have an army of fleet ships. Because the best thing about crew is it's not station. You can do this at instant speed. You can crew up these if they weren't already crewed, and just block if you needed to. The army is there.
Coming in at number 4, my Scornful Striker. This is 1 in a black for a legendary creature human noble ally. It's a 2/2. It also has first strike. It says whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life. Oh, buddy, do I love this card. This comes down super cheap. It's got first strike, and it basically says, I love when you guys play the game, but you gotta take a little life for playing the game, and that's an insane thing to do. Comps here, obviously we have Kambal, Console of Allocation, Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, just a little bit of a tax effect, and I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I love our comps here because Thalia, that's the OG kind of tax effect in mono white. This is the exact same card. It's 2 mana for a 2/2 instead of a 2/1, so that's already a bonus. They both have first strike, and it does the black thing, which means you lose life for non-creature spells. It also hurts you, do keep in mind. But if you're running kind of like a creature-heavy black deck, this is an auto-include because you are just absolutely hurting your opponent. We've seen that multiple times when it comes to a Kambal deck, or if someone's running Kambal in a deck, it hurts.
Absolutely.
Coming in at number 3, we've got Great Divide Guide. It is 1 and a green for a 2/3 creature human scout ally. It says each land and ally you control has tapped at 1 mana of any color. Normally, I'm not a big fan of 2 mana dorks. However, a 2 mana dork that can tap itself for any mana of any color and also just mana fix you if you are in a 3, 4, 5 color deck immediately is so good. This card is absolutely an all-star, and like I mentioned, any cap of 5 color, 4 color, 3 color deck, you should be including this. Obviously, our comps here are going to be Joiner Adept or Mana Weft Sliver, because it's that Mana Weft Sliver, because it does the same thing. It's like an ally for slivers. Joiner Adept is the original lands you control have tapped at 1 mana of any color. And then you got Chromatic Lantern, which is kind of what everyone uses to try to mana fix, but this is the new one, Great Divide Guide.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I don't even know if I like the comp on Mana Swift Sliver, but like this saying, basically they took Joiner Adept and Mana Swift and said marry each other.
Yeah, and cost the exact same.
Yeah, it's so good, and it really, I think it's kind of crazy because like this does kind of show you like the power creep of Magic, right?
Yeah.
Like to have to usually put 2 different cards in your deck to kind of get that kind of effect, and now it's just here with this wonderful old man
Also,
trying to show you around this canyon.
Also, it's a 2/3 now, so
which is insane. Like anytime you see dorks, they're always so small because they tap for mana. You're never really swinging or blocking. This is good.
It is good. I'm here for it.
I see why it's number 3. Moving on to number 2. We're so close to number 1. We're so close, but we got to talk about this first. So the last Agni Kai, this is 1 in a red for an instant. Target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. If the creature the opponent controls is dealt excess damage this way, add that much red mana. Until end of turn, you don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. I will say it is very important to realize how strong that last sentence is on this card, because a lot of the cards in this set don't really say phases end. It just says steps. So it's a little unfortunate when you move into a different phase, you'll lose that mana. This just says do what you want with me and
Mhm.
just obliterate something. And I
Exactly.
think that's super, super fun. Plus at instant speed, this is fantastic. So kind of comps here, we have Prize Fight, Rhino's Rampage from the new, like the newer set. So, but God, man, that last Agni Kai is really good.
Yeah, the kind of comps here. Prize fight. It's a fight spell that gives you mana, right? So that's kind of what we were going for because the last Agni Kai is very unique. I mean, Rhino's Rampage is also a sorcery fight spell that does something with excess damage, which is cool. Haven't really seen that too much with a fight spell either. So the last Agni Kai, so good. Just the fact that it's 2 mana, it's instant speed, it allows you to gain a bunch of mana depending on how big your creature is comparatively. Like, who cares if you're attacking a 1/1? You're making mana for it. And then you just
Yeah.
get to use all that mana. And if you have anything from this set, specifically about firebending, if you casted this before the firebending, you get to keep that mana after combat. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. It's so good.
Who would have thought? Lots of mana, pretty good.
It is pretty good. I will say when I first opened this card, because I pulled one, I thought it was Counterbalance.
Yeah, you can see it. The little bit of the blue and the red. Let's move on. Before we get to number 1, comment down below what do you guys think number 1 is. Let's talk about our honorable mentions. Now, we're just going to throw up 2 cards here as our honorable mentions, and you guys are probably thinking, whoa, these cards are insane. They're so good. And that is why there are honorable mentions. We have Badgermole Cub and Wan Shi Tong Librarian. The reason they are throwing up here as honorable mentions and not in our 99 is because they are currently sitting around $50 at the time of recording for each card. And we feel like when it comes to making these in the 99 videos, we like to make it more friendly of, hey, you can go to your local LGS and probably pick this up card for something that you can afford. So as much as we love these 2 cards, we just couldn't throw them into our top 10.
Yeah, sadly did not pull a Badgermole Club, but I did get a Wan Shin Tong, and I do love it.
Yeah. And don't get us wrong. If you were to pull either of these cards, we highly suggest throwing them into your 99.
100%. So good.
But coming in at number 1, you probably would have guessed it. It is Redirect Lightning. It is 1 red mana for an instant lesson. As an additional cost to cast this spell, pay 5 life or pay 2 extra mana. Change the target of target spell or ability with a single target. We just keep seeing this effect over and over and over, and they are only getting better. Redirect Lightning is no different. Just in EDH, 5 life literally doesn't mean anything, especially early game. You're sitting at 40 life. In a game of standard, might be a little bit much, but with 40 life, this is so good. Obviously, the comps here: Deflecting Swat, Bolt Bend, Untimely Malfunction, just kind of any change spell. I would argue Redirect Lightning is taking that number 2 spot of right underneath Deflecting Swat as my favorite kind of SWAT effect.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because like I remember when Avatar was first kind of spoiled, this was the card that everybody was talking about. And I think the crazy thing is it's not that expensive.
Yeah, honestly, if you can pick this up, if you open one of these, definitely use it. Play it.
Yeah, play it. I mean, if I can open more Avatar, I'm definitely praying for this, and I'm gonna just put it in every deck that has red, because Deflecting SWAT sitting at like $60. This is so good.
Yeah, I absolutely love this card. It's so good.
Well, hey Hunter, I think we should redirect to the outro.
That's a good idea, Steven. That is going to do it. If you guys liked that video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so you are staying up to date with all the videos that we are constantly putting out. You don't want to miss them. Comment down below, do you guys agree with this list? Maybe you disagreed with something. Maybe we missed a card completely that wasn't in the honorable mentions or our top 10. Interested to hear your guys' opinions right down there. In the description, you will find links to all of our social media accounts. Follow us on those as well to keep up to date with everything else that we're doing. And merch. If you guys wanted to pick up something, we got a merch page. Check that out, guys, at magic.com, also in the description. On the screen right now, those are all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your added support. It really does mean the world to us. If you guys wanted to check out what they're seeing, which is not here on YouTube, please check the link in the description below and consider subscribing. But a very special shout out to our Gains Indestructible tier, starting with
Daryl Tripp,
Demarion Turner,
Dr. Rome,
Dolo XMJ,
Ghost McGrady,
Jimmy Ward,
Jay Pissel,
Kelvor,
Kevo,
Samuel Abbott.
and Thrifty PSGR.
You guys are awesome. Appreciate every single one of you. And until the next video, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Don't redirect anything else.